guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Deloitte Women's Premier League show. We're back, the league is back, and today I'm also joined by a team that we've been trying to get for a while now. And if you've been watching the show, you probably wonder, where has Tiong Bahru gone? But they're here, so yay! Let's welcome to the show. We've got Agatha as well as Priya. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining me on this weekend. And also, with Tiong Bahru back, we've got a lot of questions to ask you guys as well. So again, a little bit of a shout out to Deloitte for their support of women's football in Singapore. Again, like I said, it's back in action, so you can catch all the highlights right here on this page. So we'll start first, with both of you. Agatha, let's start with you. Can you just tell me how you feel about the season so far? I know that it's not been a good start, but in general, how are you feeling about it?
I think so far it's been a pretty trying season for all of us, especially being not a new club, but with a club with a lot of new players. And I think we've mentioned before that a lot of our players are very young, and for many of us, it's our first time playing in the WPL. So yeah, even though it has been a very difficult first leg of the season, I feel that there's a lot of room for us to improve. And we did, especially for the younger players. So yeah.
That's good to know. Priya, for yourself?
I agree with Agatha, because a lot of us are relatively new to a sport. Personally, it's my first time also playing WPL. So I think it's more of just trying to play with the team, trying to try to bounce back from the previous games and keep looking forward to the next game and just playing our best in a sense.
Can you guys share with the people out there what position do you guys play and which position you guys started in on the pitch? Maybe Agatha, for you?
I've always been a striker, so ever since secondary school I always played attacking. Yeah, and Priya plays alongside me on the field as well.
So you feed her or she feeds you?
I usually try to feed her. And then
she does. She sends good balls.
Yeah. So are you enjoying your position? Is that what you've always wanted to play in since you were growing up?
Yeah, I think there's a thrill that comes with playing as a striker.
Yes.
I think...
For me, I guess it's more of playing to our strengths also, in a team. So if we know we are actually better here, it makes more sense. But yeah, I think I kind of like my position. I play at the wing.
Oh, you're a winger.
I play at the wing.
Also a lot of running required.
Yes.
I want to ask you guys, Tiong Bahru, I'm looking at your performance a little bit about, you guys are standing at the bottom of the table. However, I guess the results don't really reflect the work, because it's similar as well to Geylang, who came on the show, and a lot of teams have actually mentioned that they were tough to play against. So I just want to ask you guys, with this season break we've just come back from, how would you like to improve for this part of the league, the second round?
I think one thing we are trying to improve on is our chemistry as a team, because our team actually has a lot of people from many different backgrounds. Some of us are working, some of us are really young, some of us are older. So sometimes it is difficult to make that connection and to translate that connection outside the field to inside the field. So yeah, I hope that it's something that we can work on and overcome, although it's something difficult to do.
Okay. And Priya, for yourself, she was mentioning difficult to do.
I do agree, to a certain extent. But I think it's another thing is just each of us individually, we can work on our own technical or tactical, or just learning how to play together better. So going back to your question of how for the second leg of the season, I think it's more of really just trying to give our best, but at the same time we will want to reduce score lines and just really perform better and play a better game in that sense. Yeah.
So you guys mentioned that you all train and play different places earlier on as well. So you're training at Clementi, am I right? Or training at
Yishun and Clementi.
Yishun and Clementi. Yeah. So does this affect, you feel, the performance of the team, the pitch and everything?
Everyone's all of us do commits to training, but I think it's more of just the different gameplay or following the tactical, the tactics,
aspects of the game,
the aspects of the game.
So has it been difficult to follow, or you guys would like to change that up a little bit?
I think personally for me, because I'm still new to football, I think sometimes it's just certain concepts to grasp also, whether you're pressuring or you're defending or trying to push up the ball. So I think maybe some of the younger players might also have this it's still relatively new to me.
So let's go back to a little bit about the culture at Tiong Bahru, because I'm very interested to know what's it like, what's special about the team since the time you've joined, Agatha.
I think one special thing is that a lot of us are students, so we relate to each other a lot on that. And for the older players, most of them are ex-seniors, so people we've played with before. So I think there's a strong sense of senior-junior relationship in our team.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's a nice mix. Priya, for
Yeah,
yourself,
so-
what's special?
I think it's quite welcoming actually at first. Like when I first joined, I'm like an introverted person, so they were like really quite welcoming and just like sharing about their experiences like in the previous WPL and just like really just trying to talk and like just share stuff with each other lah.
That's really good to know. I mean, at least the welcoming culture is there for you guys. So a little bit about you guys now, in your story in football. We ask this to every player every week, and I always love to know, how did you get started in football? What's your story, Agatha?
So for me, I started informally in secondary school. So we had a PE module on football at that point of time. So some of us girls were playing, and just nice that year we had a teacher who was an ex-club player. Not sure what club she played for, but her name is Priscilla Go. So shout out to you for introducing football to me. And she saw the potential in some of us. Like there's about 5-7 of us, and she signed us up for Methodist Cup in secondary school. So we played against MGS, and I was from Fairfield Methodist. So that was my first taste of football, and from then, Miss Priscilla Go, she led me to sign up for DSA into SAJC. So that's when I started to play football seriously, and yeah, continued playing all the way until uni.
Nice story.
Priya, what's your story?
For me, I actually started in university, like in SIT. But growing up, I guess like I used to watch football a lot. I was like the typical HDB void deck kid who like at 4 p.m. you just meet downstairs and like start playing at the void deck, even though like there's the signs that you can't play. Yeah, and I think I just like after like I didn't play sports in like quite a while, and then in uni I was like, okay, like it was after COVID, so I was like, okay, time to like maybe just pick it up again. So I joined SIT football, and then yeah, that's more of how I started playing. And then I was like, I wanted to join a club. I wanted to play more competitively. Yeah, so that's how I came into Tiong. Yes.
So it's all about the competitiveness as well, right? It's not
Yes.
just... I mean, I guess when you're in school, you're enjoying it more. Do you guys feel the pressure now when you play in WPL to always, like, I don't know, try to step up every week? Because of course the quality of the teams, I know, every week is different. So do you guys feel that pressure?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, for sure. Like you yourself want to perform better. You yourself want to like play better in like this standard. So I guess there is always that like that drive to perform. Yeah.
Alright guys, as you all know, the league is back. So that means we have highlights. So let's check it out now. have a look now at the results from the previous week. And here are the latest standings of the Deloitte Women's Premier League. And of course, here are the fixtures for next week. Alright, there's some exciting action over there, guys. I just want to ask you all, like we do every show, we ask like which player has stood up for you and also which team in the WPL. Maybe Agatha, for you?
For player-wise, from my club, I think I'll give a shout out to Alicia because she's still a young player, but she's showed so much grit during the game, very snappy, very fast, very quick during the game. So yeah, shout out to her for the outstanding performance the past few weeks of the season.
I think because she gave a shout out to like Tiong, I'll just say a player from another team. For me, it was Winnet from Hougang. Yeah, she plays at the fullback, and then sometimes she just goes all the way up to support the attack. And I think she has just been like really good this entire season. And she's also a very good friend of mine, so shout out to Winnet.
Yay! And you know what, Hougang has been doing very well this season as well. And when they came on the show, they said they want to win the league. So, you know, the competitiveness is there as well and there, which I think is nice to see. And another thing as well, before we go, we always have this message to your fans and your followers. So maybe we will start, and your family as well. So maybe Agatha, you can, you know, look at the camera and give a message.
Yeah, so I would like to thank all my friends for coming down to our games. Ex-teammates as well, who are even playing in the opposing team, they still come to support us. And yeah, thank you for the support, although we may not be performing up to your expectations, but we take it all in stride and we only move forward from this season onwards. Yeah, so thank you all for the support throughout this season.
Priya, for yourself?
I'd like to thank all my friends who also like watch me and come and see me play. And I think on behalf of Tiong, we would like to appreciate everyone who has come down to watch our games, and like we'll keep going for the rest of the season.
Alright, thank you so much Agatha and Priya for joining me. Again, like I said, we're so happy to have Tiong Bahru finally on the show. So if you're a Tiong Bahru supporter, remember to follow them on social media as well. And follow these girls if you want to leave your messages of support. Thank you to Deloitte for their support also of the Singapore League, Singapore Women's League. And of course, for more on football, don't forget to follow us right here. And also, do support our girls in the Deloitte Women's Premier League. I'm Ash, and I'll see you guys next time.